One of the things I'm proudest of the Episcopal Church about is our corporate ability to do some developmental things in the world that are not just showing us as kind of foul weather friends. You know, a crisis happens and we flock to provide aid for whatever part of the world needs aid. But Episcopal Relief and Development took a longer term look at some of the areas of the world which may stand in need of longer term relationship. And one of those places in the world that provides us with as much, if not more, blessing than we are able to provide this part of the world is Haiti.
It's a pleasure and a privilege to work with people in Haiti. In the Episcopal school world, there are more than 250 Episcopal schools in Haiti, mostly rural. And partnerships with schools and churches, both within the Diocese of Los Angeles and in the rest of the country, have grown enormously since the earthquake and have been instrumental in helping to rebuild some of the structures that were lost during the earthquake. But in addition to that, our focus really is on not just immediate aid, but on partnership and friendship. I had the pleasure of traveling with a young man last spring. He said, if you looked at Haiti, you might think it was a place that God had forgotten about because of the earthquakes and the hurricanes and the history and the poverty of the people. But when you go to church in Haiti on Sunday morning, the churches are full of people, and they're there for at least 2 hours, and there's no air conditioning, and they are thanking God for everything they have, and they are singing at the tops of their voices, and they are listening intently to the sermons. If you looked at the United States, you would think that God has blessed us very richly, and yet our churches are half empty. He saw and learned something very profound about the meaning of living with faith, being a faithful witness in the world to the gospel from the people of Haiti. He learned that from Haitians. If you're interested in a partnership for your school, your church, yourself, please do get in touch with me. My email address at the diocese is schools@ladiocese.org. I work with the Reverend Dr. Roger Bowen with the National Association of Episcopal Schools in trying to set up and kick off partnerships between institutions in the United States and schools, Episcopal schools in Haiti. And we'd welcome you into the family.